Rated T for Teen.
Strange Brigade is a co-op adventure shooter about a band of unlikely allies with their own abilities and quips. But which one are you? Using our thoroughly scientific system, in this video we'll find out.
It's a grand day for it and no mistake.
Hello and welcome to Rebellion, haven for madcap archaeologists, pioneering snipers, and just quietly playing some lovely video games thank you-ers alike. In this video we'll be finding out who you should play as in spiffing co-op adventure shooter Strange Brigade, based on your own beautiful and unique character traits. But first, a reminder to subscribe to the channel to have our fresh videos delivered to you every week. Okay, now on with the show. It's a bit like the Myers-Briggs test this, except instead of all that rigorous psychological evaluation, painstaking analysis and baffling initials at the end, there's a brickie in dungarees absolutely leathering people. Without further ado, let's find out who's your spirit animal in Strange Brigade.
Sooner we get this done, the sooner we can get going.
Does your CV spill over 7 pages of double-sided A4? Have you at any point appeared on University Challenge? Do you long for an Indiana Jones reboot with a British actor in the lead role? Is your wardrobe full of tweed and waistcoats? Well then, this was easy. You're definitely Professor Archimedes to Quincy. Prof Archie here, as he's known to genuinely nobody at all, is an Oxford scholar and archaeologist of considerable renown. Despite having obviously spent so much of his life in stuffy old libraries, sipping tea and poring over dusty books, you don't get to be a professor by accident after all. Archimedes is surprisingly unfazed by the various horrors of Strange Brigade. Perhaps all that book smarts prepared him for mummies throwing their bitumen-soaked bandages at him, or maybe he's just confident in his passive ability to gather souls at a greater radius than other Strange Brigade members. He's also a keen secret finder, as demonstrated by his, Keen Secret Finder perk. This highlights mysterious runes visible only to him, which mark doorways to treasure-filled hidden rooms. As with other members of the brigade, he has 4 amulet powers, including the spectacular Set's Cruel Pleasures, which rains down lightning on your burning, writhing enemies. Actually quite grim for a professor, that, Archie.
First jungles, now temples teeming with terrors. Oh, how wonderful.
Okay, hands up anybody who always won at cross-country in school, managed to humiliate their martial arts instructors from an early age, and isn't shy about going it alone. Yes, I'm looking at our deeply advanced personality calibrator matrix here. It's processing. Yep, you're definitely Nalangu Rushida. Nalangu was basically raised as a Maasai warrior from birth, and as a result she harnesses her mystical powers with incredible potency, making her a great option for lone wolf type players. Her movement speed's faster than any other Strange Brigade member, so she's probably got a few sports day medals just like you, and her melee attacks aren't just powerful, they actually restore health to her too via her Vampire Strikes ability. See what I mean about that lone wolf thing? Since she can just leg it off from the start and heal herself by meleeing, other brigade members are basically just slowing Nalangu down. One of her more fascinating amulet abilities is Deadly Tether, which fires out a beam onto a selected enemy, and basically everyone who crosses that beam gets vaporized. Nifty, and again, quite horrific.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Right then, if you're a straight talker whose blunt conversational approach can rub people up the wrong way, take a step forward. Take another step forward if you've ever stepped inside a boxing ring. Finally, if you own or have ever owned a pair of dungarees, take a final step forward. If your nose is now pressed against the monitor, TV or smartphone, and especially if you then took a swing at it in frustration, you're a Gracie Braithwaite. Gracie's all about getting right into her enemy's personal space and absolutely messing them up. To that end, she comes toting a shotgun by default, throws a punch heavier than a lorry full of Anthony Joshuas, and turns gangs of closely spaced foes into smoothie using her fast explosive perk, which reduces cooldown on nades and such, thereby allowing her to chuck them out more frequently. Now you could be all subtle, I suppose, if you play as Gracie, dodging around like a bricky ballerina and popping off enemies from afar, but her strengths lie very much in the Route 1 approach. Exhibit A, her Raging Bull of Apis amulet ability, in which she becomes, well, a Raging Bull. She's not much of a Henry Kissinger type, isn't Gracie, preferring a Lancastrian-tinged style of straight talking that might appear rude to those who don't routinely drink Bovril, but her heart's in the right place.
Nora looks even less inviting than Barnsley on a wet Monday morning.
Don't despair if you've made it this far and your personality hasn't been described down to a T yet. This isn't like being picked last for the dodgeball team. The Strange Brigade has no stragglers. So let me ask you this. Can you pull off a ceremonial military jacket so well it'd make Pete Doherty regurgitate that massive cooked breakfast he ate that time? Did you absolutely smash that bit on your driving test where the instructor asks you to read out the registration plate of a car at the other end of the car park? Do you find yourself compelled to crawl into waist-high bushes whenever you're out walking in nature? Say no more, you are a Frank Fairburne. Frank is the OG sniper. Hitting enemies with headshots makes them literally explode, so that's nice. While your own health is slightly higher than the other Strange Brigade members, which says a lot about Frank's own personal training regimen. And while it's never spelled out for us, it's very likely that Frankie Boy is a direct ancestor to one Carl Fairburne, who you may remember from such capers as this. This.
Was war das?
And this. So he's best at range, where he can deal out those exploding headshots with that Westminster 1895 rifle he comes equipped with by default. And if he fancies some mates out there with him at range, his Call of Seteki amulet power summons a few undead chums to come and join the fight for a bit. Teamwork makes the dream work, and cadavers make the dream pretty upsetting.
Time to bust out the big guns. Lovely stuff.
There we are then, all of humanity's rich tapestry of variation stuffed forcibly into one of 4 archetypes, according to Strange Brigade's exclusive membership. If you haven't subscribed yet, that is such a Gracie move, then hit that button now and leave us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the vid. Until next time, keep it strange.
Ammo, yes please.